Hello everyone, Chaz back again at Physio Fitness. Hopefully you have seen my first short video for some leg strengthening exercises seated in the chair. This video is going to progress you on to standing but using the chair for support. So the first one that we're going to do is we're going to come up and down on our toes. So we're going to stand nice and tall. So posture wise, we want to be as tall as we can through the body. Pull our tummy buttons in towards our spine. And then we're simply going to go up onto our toes and back down. And you're trying to get your head as high as you can as you come up onto those toes. Nice and controlled. Up and lower. Up and lower, and you can use the chair for as much support as you need. So don't fight for balance as you're going through these exercises. Make sure you're nice and stable. If you don't need a lot of support, just rest your hands there. If you're early stages, then hold on so you don't find yourself vulnerable. So that exercise is our progression on from the seated one, is up and lower. Now we can progress this exercise on a little bit, and forgive me as I present my back to you, but I want you to see what I'm doing, which is from the same position and still using the chair for balance. We're going to go up on both toes, and then I'm just going to lift one leg off slightly and lower down on the other foot until both feet are on the floor. Then I'm going to switch across. I'm going to go up on both feet again, take the other foot off slightly and lower down on the other side. So you're now paying out, you're lengthening your muscle, lowering yourself back down as a nice steady progression. And the third progression for that, again, apologies for the back, is this time I'm going to just take one leg off, keep support with the chair, and I'm going to raise up and lower on just the one leg. So there are three stages to that exercise. The first one, where we're using the chair, we've got the balance and both feet are working to raise us up and lower us down. The second one, we're going up on both feet, but we're lowering down on just one side. And the third one, we're going up and down just on a single leg. So some easy progressions for you to make there as you get stronger and more confident. I would suggest 8 to 10 repetitions. When you're really comfortable at that, move on to the next progression. Okay, our second one, again, we've got the chair here to give us some support, help with our balance. We want to stand nice and tall, so as tall as we can through the body. Pull the tummy button back in towards the spine. Hand on here for support, and this time we're simply going to lift one leg up as high as we can and lower it down. Lift it up under control so it's nice and steady. So I would suggest a count of 2 to lift up. So 1, 2, lower down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That way you're in control of the rest of your body and you're controlling the muscle work as you go. To progress that one on, just increase the amount of time that we go through the lifting and the lowering. So for example, to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And increase that nice and steady. So first of all, perhaps over a count of 2, until you can do that for 10 repetitions. When you're comfortable with that at about 10 repetitions, then you might want to increase your count to 3, 4, 5, whatever's comfortable for you, building that up. And of course, we would do that on the other side as well. Our third one, which extends on a little bit from that exercise that you've just done, is the requirement to lift this leg and then extend out. So same thing. Nice and tall through the body, nice posture, tummy button pulled in. We're going to stand on one leg. This time we're going to lift, we're going to push our foot away, bring it back in and lower. Lift, push our foot away, bend the knee in and lower. So from the side version of that, you see the lift, the push, the pull and the lower. Now don't worry if you can't lift and extend it out as I've demonstrated there. If it's just to here and it's pushing there and it's back in and it's down, that's fine, because as you work the previous exercise and you build the strength into this movement, so you'll be able to lift higher, push and extend back. So as I said, just to reinforce that, if you're only lifting this high to extend out, that's absolutely fine. And then our last one, and to progress that one would simply be to lift and extend, keep it up there and do a second extension before you lower down. As you get strong at that, which will be very much based on a lot of strength through the hips here, you can increase that. So you might be up here and eventually you might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and lower, and you can build that up at your own pace, but be comfortable with somewhere around 8 to 10 reps on that initial activity. So there's some nice simple progressions from the chair exercises that I gave you in a previous video, reinforcing now the posture. So we've got to get that core engaged, standing nice and tall, tummy button drawn in, but we're now much more towards functional because we're now standing as we do those leg movements. I hope you find those useful. If you do, feel free to leave a comment and keep an eye out for our next exercises where we're going to start doing some hip strengthening work. Have a great day, guys.